Hello, today we're making a dishcloth. This is a great beginning crochet project that you can do with easy stitches, and I'm going to teach you as we go along. So first of all, you're going to get yourself some cotton yarn. Any cotton yarn will do. And then if you look at the back of the label, it tells you what size of crochet hook you'll need. So here's the knitting one, and here is the crochet hook one. And this one calls for a 5mm hook. So that's what we've got. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a slip knot. So make a little loop like that. Put your yarn up through the loop and pull. And there's your slip knot. Put your hook in. Then you're going to chain 25. Okay, now we're going to do single crochet. So you're going to ignore this one on your hook, and you're going to ignore this one over here. Your first stitch is right here. And you just keep going all the way along. Until you get to the last stitch right here. Then you're going to chain one, turn it over. Now you're going to do, if you turn it sideways, you can see all the little V's. So those are the stitches that you're going to be going into, okay? Here's the first one. And just keep going underneath each of those little V's all the way back to the end. And I'll meet you back at the end of the row. So here we are back at the end of the row. And we're going to chain one, turn our work over, start right back into this stitch, and continue making single crochets all the way along. Now, once you get your dishcloth to your square shape, we are going to learn double crochet to make the border. So just keep single crocheting row by row until you get a square, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, we're back to the end row, and we've made our dishcloth square. So you'll just make your last couple of single crochets. And now we're going to make our border. So to make our border, we are going to first just single crochet all around the outside edge. So this edge here, we're just gonna go into every single one of these little holes. You can see them all along here. And that's where we're going to single crochet. So here's the first one. Then we're going to go into this one. So you can see all these little holes along that edge. So you're going to go into each one of those little holes and single crochet all the way to the end of this row. And I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, now we're almost done with this row. And then when we get to the corner, we're going to take that little yarn tail and just tuck it over here and just pretend it's part of the piece. And then if you can see along here, there's these little holes right here, all the way along underneath that first chain that we did. And we're going to single crochet into those little holes while tucking our yarn down. So here's the first one. And then we can snip the rest of that yarn tail off. And then just keep crocheting along a single crochet in every single one of these little holes. And I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, So here we are at the end of this row. Now we're going to turn the corner. And then we're going to go back into going into each one of these little holes like we did on the other side. Like that. I'll meet you at the end of this side. Okay, so now we're at the end here, and we're gonna do the last side. And in this last side, we're just going to go into a regular single crochet in this little stitch right here on the top, and a single crochet in each one of those stitches, just like that. And then we get to do the fun part. So I'll see you at the end of this side. Okay, so here we are at the end of this row. Now, as you can see, it has a nice little border. You could be done right now, but we're gonna put a cute little ruffle on. And we're gonna do that by making a double crochet. So to make a double crochet, you're going to yarn over and go into this stitch here, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. To make a ruffle, you're going to put more than 1 stitch into each hole. So I like to do, for something like this, I don't want too big of a ruffle. So I do 2 stitches in one and then 3 stitches in the next. So yarn over, back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now you have 2 stitches in that hole. We're gonna go to the next hole. Yarn over, yarn over, do it again. And then we're gonna make 3 in this one. Then in the next one, we're gonna make 2 double crochets. Yarn over into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, back into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And we're gonna do 3 of them in that same stitch. Then in the next one, we're gonna do 2. And then in the next one, we're gonna do 3. And then 2. And 3. And you can see how it starts to look like a little ruffle. So you're just gonna keep going all the way around, doing 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. I'll meet you at the corner. So we're to the corner. You're not going to do anything different at the corner. You're going to continue doing 2 double crochets in each stitch and then 3 double crochets in each stitch. And you are going to go around your entire dishcloth making your ruffle. And when we get back to the end, I'll show you how to finish it off. Okay, we're almost to the end. And this is the last stitch. And then we're just gonna pull up this one right here, and we're going to make a slip stitch, just like that, to finish it off. And then snip your yarn. And then you're just going to take that little end piece and weave it in. And since this piece happens to be pink, I'm going to just kind of stay right here where this pink is. You're just going to weave it in and out. And then down here, just kind of weave it up and around a little bit to hide that end. And then you'll snip it off. And you have just completed an adorable little dishcloth. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to enjoy more crochet tutorial videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.